guess what? We got a table sponsor. Yes! What's up, everybody? My name is Scott and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics, and today I have a very unique 50 BMG to show you. So I am all about the big bore rifles and handguns, but sometimes I need to give my shoulder a break, and I needed something I could just plink around with and not be beat up with awful recoil. So naturally my first thought was I need a carbon fiber suppressed 50 BMG, and that is exactly what I have today. This is a McMillan Tac 50 carbon fiber 50 BMG that is also suppressed. Here recently I've noticed some new comments on some old videos, and I realized that I have gained a lot of new subscribers that don't know about my special relationship with 50 BMG. For those of you who do not know, 2 years ago, I almost died from a 50 BMG rifle exploding into my face and neck. I highly recommend you go check out that video, but as for today's video, let me tell you a little more about this McMillan Tac 50. So this thing is a bolt action 50 BMG. It holds 5 rounds in the mag plus 1. The coolest thing about this rifle is the fact that it is carbon fiber. It weighs about 23 pounds. The barrel is about 27 inches long, and the gun overall is about 52 inches long. We're topped off with an EOTech Voodoo. We've got us a bipod, and at the very end here, we have a CGS titanium 50 BMG suppressor. For those of you who have shot a 50 BMG, you know that it is extremely loud. So I'm very excited today to see what this thing sounds like with standard 50 BMG and also subsonic 50 BMG. So first up, I have this Desert Tech HTI. As you can see, it is not suppressed. I'm going to take one shot with some standard 50 BMG and then one shot with some Detroit Ammo Co. subsonic 50 BMG and see what the difference is. Okay, here we go. All right, that's pretty loud. Now, subsonic 50 BMG. Here we go. All right, you can tell that there was a difference between those two in sound and in recoil. All right, now we're going to take a shot with the McMillan carbon fiber Tac 50. We're going to be loaded up with 1 round of standard 50 BMG and 1 round of the subsonic 50 BMG. Oh yeah, that's perfect. It's like it's meant to be or something. Okie dokie. That's a good sign. All right, suppressed supersonic 50 BMG. Here we go. It's a pretty big difference from unsuppressed. Now, for the real test, suppressed subsonic 50 BMG. Here we go. Okay. Subsonic 50 BMG suppressed. That's a pretty big difference. All right. This Ford Flex is still here on my range after we've shot it with the punt gun. I have not drug it out of here yet. So now I think we should put up a camera inside there and see what it would sound like to be shot at with subsonic 50 BMG. Now to decide where to put it. I don't necessarily want to destroy my camera. I mean, if it happens, it happens. All right, I wish you the best of luck. I have 3 rounds of subsonic 50 BMG, and we're about 100 yards away. A little tight. There we go. That sounded awesome. Yep. Oh, that bolt is tight. It's probably not a good sign. All right, let's just go for the door again. Okay, we got one more. Let's go for the windshield. This may take out my camera, but I'm willing to risk it. Here we go. Brakes work pretty good. But there's our 2 shots in the door. Look at that. You made it. Okay, what the heck? I put a random can of like really old ravioli in here for some reason. I'm not really sure why. And it went, these 50 BMG rounds went through the door. And if you look back here, that can got splattered. I really don't know why I put this in there. Oh gosh, that is so old. This is like, just kind of make me want to throw up. I wonder if the round's in there. Oh. Welcome to Kentucky Ballistics, folks. Oh gosh. Nope, no bullet. Just a lot of really old, gross ravioli. Every single time. Well, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them this time. They know, man. I'm telling you. They know. They're just waiting. They're waiting for this to happen again. Yeah. Sportsman's Guide, they are back. They have decided to continue to fuel my destruction of tables. A big thank you to Sportsman's Guide for being our table sponsor again. I have no clue why they decided to come back, but I'm glad they did. As with most weapons, my #1 question is, will it take out a Furby? Furbies are the most wretched creatures in the world. If you get them wet, they multiply, and if you feed them after midnight, they'll burn down the whole town. And if you're like me and you would like to try and rid the world of these wretched creatures, you should totally support that cause by picking up a Kentucky Ballistics pest control t-shirt. There is a link to these in the description down below. One scenario that we have never done with a Furby is, what if a Furby had body armor? So this is a level 4 plate. I'm going to set it in front of the Furby, and we're going to see what would happen when we hit it with subsonic 50 BMG. Okay, let's get this thing loaded up with a subsonic 50 BMG. Let's see. It's your mom. Gosh darn it, I told her to stop calling. Hello? Hey, I told you that I'm filming. I can't talk right now. Okay, yep, I'll tell him. Bye. Gosh darn it. Okay, she said that you better make sure and hit that subscribe button. Do it right now or you're in big trouble. Let's see what happens. Body armor, here we go. First, let's look at the body armor. I'll tell you what, look at that's right there. At least the jacket is. Ooh, that is hot. Man, you know, this is rated for much hotter stuff than a subsonic 50 BMG, but that still slapped the heck out of it. I mean, look at that bulge in the back. You still would have felt that. How about it, Furby? Did you feel it? I think it may be no longer with us. Nope, just the batteries fell out. It's still working, unfortunately. We hit it right there. Can't really see, but it looks like it just kind of blew out the bottom. Rule number 14 with Furbies. Always double tap. So the subsonic 50 BMG is a big heavy round moving kind of slow, and the end result is a very loud slap when it hits the target. So I'm very excited to see what this is going to sound like. I have a gallon of pancake syrup and 1 gallon of dark corn syrup. These are very thick liquids, so I think we're going to have a really good result with this subsonic 50. Okie dokie, we are loaded up with another subsonic 50 BMG. Let's see what this sounds like. It smells quite lovely over here. We have a lot of syrup on the ground. That first one is all the way over here. And as you can see, it completely annihilated that thing. Actually, I'm pretty sure I had the dark corn syrup in the front. So it stayed here, and then the one in the back is the one that got blown that way. All right, up next, I'm going to get a little scientific and shoot some ballistic gel. It's actually quite hard to catch a 50 BMG inside ballistic gel. Almost any time I've ever shot ballistic gel with a 50 BMG, it just shoots out the side. There's something about 50 BMG and ballistic gel, it just makes it go a little squirrely. Okie dokie, let's see what our results are. I'm pretty low on the ground. I'm probably going to cut some grass. Here we go. Here's our first block. We hit right there, and it looks like that round started to tumble, went down, shot out the end, and then it did not make it all the way into the second block. You can see it hit right there and kind of went downward, and there's the round right there in the dirt, and it is nice and warm, so I know that's it. And it looks perfectly fine. Oh, gross. Okie dokie. It seems like the subsonic 50 BMG is doing a really good job of destroying its targets, which is cool because a lot of times when I use subsonic ammo, it's not very explosive. And speaking of explosive, we have some gray poupon as our next target. This is 2 gallons of gray poupon. Alrighty, here we go. Gray poupon. Oh. Oh my goodness. Look at this. And again, we had a similar effect. The target in the front is still standing, but the target in the back is absolutely destroyed. I mean, there is poop on everything. I got poop on my side. I got poop on my drummer. I got poop on my teeth. There's poop on the trees. Oh, darn it. Okay, now we are going to scoot back to 100 yards, and we're going to have 2 targets. One is to see what kind of damage we get at 100 yards with the subsonic 50 BMG, which is 15 gallons of water. And the other is a steel target And that's just because I want to hear what it sounds like when that subsonic 50 BMG slaps this thing at 100 yards. This looks about right. All right, let's take a whack at this. I'm gonna go for the water first. Let's see where we hit. Here we go. That was legit. Okay, now let's hit the steel target. Oh, had a little slip there. There is such a delay even at 100 yards. Okie dokie, let's check it out. So we are definitely getting some drop at 100 yards. With the water, I was aiming about up here, and we hit all the way down here. Had a nice good smack, and then we went into the second jug, and actually it is inside the second jug. Third jug. I mean, it stopped in the third jug. There's that round, and it looks perfectly fine. And as for our steel target, I am not really sure where we hit on that one because I didn't hit it with fresh spray paint before we shot it. Yeah! Oh my God. Okay, well, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about the McMillan Tac 50 carbon fiber 50 BMG in the comment section down below. If you did indeed enjoy today's video, do me a favor and give it a like. And if you're not subscribed to Kentucky Ballistics, do yourself a favor and hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure and check me out on Kentucky Customs, Kentucky Ballistics Shorts, Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter. Links to all those can be found in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics. I'll see you next time.